For the fourth time in the Premier League this season, 5 goals in the first half. We'll talk to the former Leeds striker Robbie Keane in a moment, but let's get straight into it. What a start. 66 seconds for Manchester United, Michael, and Scott McTominay, an unlikely source.
Well, we expected goals, didn't we? But this has been unbelievable. I think Phillips is at fault here. You see there's 3 players that he can pass to, but Paul was a master of this position. Phillips, Incy, I'm sure he's vacated his area.
Yeah, he has, and it's poor play from him. As we said, he doesn't need to go over there. The run he makes, he should be making the run just to support the advancing players, but he gets sucked in there. Alioski, normally the way Leeds play, they like to be man for man. He's too far away, and look at that space. That's where Phillips should be. You know, just protecting things, controlling things, and he gets sucked in the position where he shouldn't really be.
Yeah, and then that's been a theme, Steve, of the first half, this wide open space in front of the Leeds defence. I mean, and Manchester United are basically running riot in that area. Phillips, when you're a sitting midfield player, sometimes you just got to mark space, as Paul will know only too well. But he just tends to chase everybody. They've only got 1 man in there anyway. I mean, Manchester United were debating whether to go 1 or 2 men in there today. They've gone with 2. Leeds only go with 1, and then that person ends up running all over the place and leaving huge holes. Unbelievable.
1 minute, 44 seconds later, he was at it again.
Well, you would have thought. I mean, you talk about. I mean, it's not just Phillips here. I mean, it is click here. Look, can't even see his man. There's no communication whatsoever. Alioski can see the man running. There's no communication from Alioski to say, man beyond you. You know, he's got his eyes looking at the ball. As a midfield player, you've got to be shoulders. You've got to know where your midfield player is. He doesn't, and it's a wonderful finish from now.
Great crossover as well off the throw-in. That's underrated, actually. People making space from the throw-in. So it's good movement from Manchester United. That touch is brilliant, and the finish is exquisite as well. Fair play to McTominay. 2 great finishes, but Leeds are leaving him so wide open. He's must be getting so tempted to just burst into that area. Well, he obviously has twice. Leeds need to be tighter.
Yeah, well, one man who loves spaces in that area is the former Leeds United striker Robbie Keane. But as the boys are saying, Robbie, we know Leeds won't change, but could you even believe at the start how much space Manchester United had then?
No. Michael obviously alluded to it as well. So there's too much space, and as I said, Incy was a master in that position. The problem is with Leeds is that they want to commit bodies forward all the time, and they'll continue to do it the second half as well. But what it does do, it gives a lot of space for the Man United midfielders, and as you said, as Mo said, that they're absolutely delighted at half time. I think it'd be more the same for Man United to try and get behind in between the lines, Phillips and stuff like that, because you've got so much energy going forward. But as I said, they leave too much gaps, and that's cost them, obviously.
And for the third goal, Michael, Bruno Fernandes was the latest to profit.
Yeah, I thought Rodrigo almost made a mistake here and then chased his mistake. And sometimes you just have to accept that you make mistakes. You see him give the ball away here, and then he goes and chases it and he leaves Fred on his own. Sometimes you give the ball away, OK, stick with my man, we're all right. But no, he chases a mistake, and there we have it again. The same old spaces. Phillips can't do much. He's got to close down the first man. So it's a similar goal in many ways as the rest of them. Just that huge space in front of the back line for Leeds. Here we have it again, making the mistake, Incy, and chasing it.
Yeah, you're right, you know. And again, if you look at Phillips again, you know, it's Phillips again. He's looked at Fernandes, and then he's just lost him. And there's Fernandes with a lovely shot in the bottom hand corner. But, you know, no disrespect to Phillips as a wonderful player, but this is the 4th goal. You know,
how basic is this?
He's made a hand in every 4 goals. It's basic football, and it's okay, great, you know, been on the offensive and wanting to score goals, but you've got to do things right. You know, and, you know, midfield player, stay with your man, Lindelof. You won't get an easier finish from me. I think it's poor from Leeds.
Yeah, you expected that to be a centre-forwards man or something. That's a sitting midfielder. Sitting midfielders have a nous. They have an understanding about tracking your runners. Well, he hasn't today. I mean, he's left massive spaces, and then even on set pieces, he's leaving his runners. So not the greatest of halves, sir.